Getting a $10,000 raise might be the worst thing that happens to your money if you make this one mistake. Sounds crazy, right? A raise means more money. More money should mean more freedom. But for millions of people, the opposite happens. They earn more, they spend more, and somehow they still feel broke. Let's say you're making $60,000 a year. You're not living some luxury lifestyle. You have rent, groceries, a car payment, insurance, and a few subscriptions. You're careful with your money. Then your boss gives you the news. You're getting a $10,000 raise. Your first thought probably isn't, great, I'll increase my savings rate. It's finally, I can afford some things I've been putting off. And that's where the trap begins. You don't immediately buy a Ferrari. Nobody does that. Instead, you make one tiny upgrade. Maybe you replace your old car with a newer one. The payment is only a few $100s more. You tell yourself, I can afford it now. Then you move into a nicer apartment. It's another few $100s. Again, I can afford it now. Then you start eating out more. You order delivery because you're tired. You upgrade your phone. You add another streaming service. You start taking weekend trips. None of these decisions feels financially dangerous, and that's exactly why they work. Here's the scary part. Lifestyle inflation doesn't feel like spending more. It feels like finally getting what you deserve. You worked harder. You got promoted. Your income increased. So why shouldn't your lifestyle increase too? That's the psychological trap. Your brain doesn't compare your spending to your old income. It compares your spending to your new income. So something that used to feel expensive suddenly feels normal. A $7 coffee? Fine. A $30 dinner? No big deal. A $600 higher rent? You make more now. And little by little, your raise disappears. Now imagine something interesting. Before the raise, you were saving $500 every month. After the raise, you expected that number to become $1,000. Instead, you're still saving $500. Maybe $550 on a good month. Your income increased by $10,000, but your savings barely moved. Where did the money go? It didn't disappear. You spent it, and you probably didn't even notice. That's what makes lifestyle inflation so powerful. Now let's fast forward 2 years. You got another raise. Your salary is higher again. Your car is newer. Your apartment is nicer. Your vacations are better. Your monthly expenses are much higher. From the outside, you look successful. But then, something unexpected happens. Your company cuts your hours, or you get laid off. Suddenly, that expensive lifestyle isn't fun anymore. The car payment is still there. The rent is still there. The subscriptions are still charging your card, and your bigger paycheck is gone. That's when you discover whether you actually became wealthier or just more expensive. This is why income and wealth are two completely different things. Income is the money coming in. Wealth is the money you actually keep. You can make $200,000 a year and still be financially fragile. And you can make $80,000 a year while quietly building a serious financial cushion. The difference isn't always income. It's the gap between what you earn and what you spend. That gap is where your future is built. So what should you actually do when you get a raise? Here's a simple rule. Don't let your lifestyle grow at the same speed as your income. If your raise gives you an extra $500 a month after taxes, don't immediately spend the entire $500. Maybe use $100 for something you genuinely enjoy, but automatically send the other $400 somewhere you won't casually touch. Emergency savings, retirement, investments, debt payoff. Now, something powerful happens. You still enjoy your raise, but your future gets a raise too. And there's another trick. Give your raise a job before you receive it. Don't wait until the extra money appears in your checking account, because once you see extra money sitting there, your brain starts finding things to spend it on. Instead, decide in advance. Maybe 70% goes toward building wealth, 20% goes toward financial goals, and 10% is guilt-free spending. The exact percentages aren't the point. The point is that your raise should have a plan before your lifestyle gets a chance to claim it. Think about it this way. Your old salary pays for your current life. Your raise should help pay for your future life. That's the part people miss. A raise can buy you a nicer car today, but investing that money could help buy you freedom years from now. A raise can upgrade your apartment, or it can build an emergency fund that means you don't panic when something breaks. A raise can make you look richer, or It can make you actually richer. Those are two very different things. So the next time your boss says, "Congratulations, you're getting a raise," don't immediately ask, "What can I buy now?" Ask, "How much of this raise can I make invisible?" Because here's the uncomfortable truth. The people who build wealth aren't always the people with the biggest paychecks. They're often the people who don't let every paycheck upgrade their lifestyle. Your raise doesn't need to look impressive. It needs to become useful. Because the fastest way to turn a raise into wealth is to spend like you didn't get one.